best wrestling podcast in the world. Fact, the road-wearing original Pete, the believing, power of positivity, keeping it Rollins, the Summit. Fact, the homicidal, the genocidal, the ECW-loving, daring young creeping, Mr. No Days Off, Scott. Fact, the biscuit and gravy eating, Naomi loving, lunatic craving, the melting pot, JP, and you can bank on that. Fact, the Bailey hugging, the interrupting, the Jaeger drinking, mouth of the Carolinas, Lil Steven. Fact.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I miss you, Darren Young. Little Steven, Darren Young, in a evening gown match with Pat Patterson. Little Steven gets a little French Canadian in him. Jeff Hardy's going to face Jay Leno in a steel chairs match. People are just jealous because I got skills.
Here's my issue. Is it worse to get beat by one midget or three? Little Steven in a beer drinking contest with Naomi. I have this big issue with people. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Just kept it Rollins. Jimmy Hart,
Triple H,
X-Pac against Lil Steven in a microphone on a pole match. Anything can happen. Lightweight. If you don't want it, then don't bark it.
We're three-man band. That's horrible. I don't want to make you look bad.
You're fired, sir. When you want to hear me mess up, they're in Radioland. When you want to hear me not mess up, I did not know that. Wow. Wrestling with attitude. When you want your beer, awesome.
You know, that was a good one. Jimmy Wayne Yang. We forgot to say that. Now you find out the good answers.
We
Jimmy
count
Wayne
him
Yang.
as a cruiserweight?
Yeah, he was a cruiserweight champion.
I mean, I'd say a high flyer, but I don't know about it.
He was a cruiserweight champion. I don't know about Yoshitatsu. Yeah. He was he was a guy that never got over the way I thought he would. Like he did with Tommy's getting over.
I think
Nakamori's getting over.
I think it was more like his hair and everything.
I think it wasn't the right time yet for some of these guys to get over. Maybe that's what it is.
Let's think about it though. As much as you don't want to call it this, but I call this era with the new era, the Japanese era. There is because think about it. A lot of the guys go there. Yeah, it's a different style.
That's what I'm saying though. I think the style, and he really didn't do a lot of kicks. Yoshitatsu didn't do a lot of kicks, and he tried to do a lot of wrestling like Tajiri.
Because of Tajiri and, let's say, Funaki, and let's even say the Minoku, let's say they were here today. But still, like in their prime.
Funaki, though, the great thing about Funaki, he has such a personality. I mean, SmackDown's no more a reporter. I mean, come on.
Hey, man.
We'll have to do that one week, top 5 reporters.
I want to learn Japanese just to listen to his commentating. Yeah. Because I want to know how great he is.
I want to do the top 5. We should do top 5 reporters of all time.
No.
Yeah, Coach would definitely be up there.
Todd Grisham would definitely
Todd
be
Grisham, yeah. Who was the guy?
Matthews.
Who was the guy in the 90s?
Doc Hendricks.
Todd Helm? No, Todd.
Oh, God. Really? You're going to go to Todd Helm?
No, not Todd Helms.
I know who you're talking. Todd.
Grissom? No.
No, that's today. He wasn't in the 90s, I promise. Michael Cole, he was amazing.
He was better then.
He was better than he is now.
Josh Grissom, I know, but there was God.
The guy that replaced Doc Hendricks, right? Wasn't it? I think. I don't know. Would you count Eric Bischoff as one of those? I mean, he was technically a reporter.
Pettingill. Todd Pettingill. God. That's who I was thinking about.
I'm going to count Matt or Mike Adamle.
Who did not like Todd Pettingill? Mean Gene.
Well,
that speaks for yourself.
But is Mean Gene really a reporter? Will we count? Do we count him as a reporter?
Yeah. He was backstage. He's the original.
Okay, so we're talking any backstage. Okay. So, I don't know. I just put Mean Gene in his own category because you can't. I don't know. He's one of those guys.
Like the greatest ever.
Yeah.
I mean, Mean Gene.
That's like putting JR as
the best announcer?
Yeah. Or Gordon Soley, depending on who you are.
Him and Gordon Soley is the best.
Yeah, because everybody, apparently, if you say JR, you have to say Gordon Soley, and that really...
If you say Mike TNA, I'm going to kick you. TNA, yeah. Top 5 ring announcers. That you see, it's so easy for that, though.
Well, no, we could do that because
number one all day. Still waiting on his documentary.
Who?
The Story of the Fink. All right. Still waiting for that documentary. I cannot wait.
we could do a top 5 ring bell person.
If you say what's his name? If you say the fake ring announcer, ring bell person.
That was the best commercial of all
you.
time, all right? I don't care what anybody ever says. That was the best.
No, but I think I could say reporters would be pretty good.
You might do.
I was saying during the break European champions, but I say we save that. Save that for another day when they bring the European Championship back, which will never happen. But
well, let's get into Backlash. Let's review Backlash real fast.
Do you really wanna?
Yeah, we need to. All right. You don't have to help me with the who won picks because I really didn't. Top 5 special commentators.
Well,
we could do
explain yourself. What do you mean special commentators?
Say people that come out in special commentators, like Stephanie McMahon coming out during Triple H's match, Paul Heyman.
Oh, you mean special guest commentators like CM Punk or like people that just sat in? I don't know about that.
That'd be tough.
That'd be a tough one
because there's so many. Let's start with what?
Top 5 color commentators of all time?
We've done that.
No, we've done commentators of all time.
We ain't done. That's gonna be so generic though, because everybody's gonna say the King,
Mr. Perfect,
Macho
Man's up there,
Roddy Piper. I mean, Vince. Well, no.
No, yeah, Vince wasn't really a color commentator.
Actually, I put Vince
Jesse.
I would put Vince with JR in them as far as some of the greatest commentators.
Larry Zbyszko, I count as a color commentator.
Yeah.
No, but you're right. That would be too generic because you can't. There's really not more than like 10 color commentators out there.
Sure. Well, let's get to Backlash.
Bonnie H. What is that?
Bobby Heenan.
Oh.
Bobby Heenan's, color commentary is probably the greatest. Pretty much everybody. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's the reason that I color comment.
See, I would say Jerry the King, but again, that just depends, I think, on your era of wrestling. Right. So, all right. Anyway, let's get to it.
The kickoff show: Corbin versus Cruz. We didn't even pick this match. I'm glad we didn't.
I didn't watch it.
Corbin wins with End of Days.
Woo! Great. You smashed Apollo Crews. Great. Awesome, Baron Corbin. You have a win.
Hey, I love Baron Corbin, by the way. I love it.
I did too before I learned that they don't care about people like him.
No, that's true.
So
then we had Shane and Daniel Bryan went to the ring to introduce the SmackDown's women's belt again. Bliss is eliminated by Naomi. Natalya makes Naomi submit. Nikki pins Natalya. Carmella pins Nikki. Becky makes Carmella tap out. Becky wins the title.
That was just the worst thing to me. Just like, okay, so let's have a long match and then domino effect pinfalls and submissions. Like in the last 5 minutes, everyone got eliminated. Why did you do that?
By the way, you had Nikki, me and Bobby had Natalya, or Suit and Tie Guy had Natalya.
You should have went with Becky, man.
I wanted to, but I figured they would go. I didn't think they would give it to her, to be honest with you. Listen, the pay-per-view wasn't that bad.
No.
For the first SmackDown pay-per-view, it was good. The only I'll get into, we'll go match by match. But the Divas match, I wish they would open with the Rhino and Slater match.
Really?
Yeah. Or the Usos. Again, I don't know if I like. The Divas match wasn't that bad, but it's so tough with who you put in that Divas division.
Yeah.
To me,
the crowd was really not into it.
Bayley should be on SmackDown. Bayley should have went straight to SmackDown, because then you put Bayley and Becky together. You put Charlotte and Sasha together.
Yeah.
Put some of these new girls on Raw. Like Carmella should have probably been on Raw. That way she could have been with Enzo and Cass.
I think what you should have done is...
Yeah, the Orton and Bray match didn't even happen.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it.
I'm ranting on that one. Anyways, but the thing is, though, I think what it should have been, Nikki should have went to Raw like we talked, and Bayley should have went to SmackDown. As much as I didn't want to see Bayley on SmackDown, it made more sense. It did. Because she could have gave new life to a women's championship.
Well,
she could have helped
her and Becky would have had better rivalry than what they're having right now.
Yes.
All right. The problem with these divas on SmackDown, there's so many new ones, and so Becky is trying. Carmella, Alexa Bliss, Naomi, you're not going to ever do anything with.
Yeah.
There's so many. Like Carmella and Alexa Bliss are trying to get over.
Yeah.
And you're putting them against Becky, who is new herself.
Yeah.
And no offense, she's my girl, but she's third behind Charlotte and Sasha. If you would put, and then if you go Becky to the rest of the females in that division, there's a big gap. Okay? But Nikki's not going to be a heel. Or you want to turn Becky a heel, which you should have. To me, Becky still needs a heel.
Yeah.
No, Becky's never been one yet. Well, in NXT. But she needs to be a heel. Sasha Banks is all hype. I don't agree with that. I like Sasha.
Have you seen her in the ring, though?
She's really good.
I mean, she's actually got talent.
The four divas that they have, the four horsewomen, whatever, Bayley, Sasha, Charlotte, and Becky are all really good. Charlotte's good.
She's good, but I think all four of them are good. I think all four of them are good.
But to me, they should have split them up. They should have.
You're right.
And you can bring Nia Jax into the title picture at some point, which is fine because she'll fight Sasha or Bayley.
She's not like most girls. That's what I hear.
Thank you. But anyway, that was the Divas match. Then we had The Miz walks into Jagger Eaton's dressing room. Bray Wyatt beats up Randy Orton backstage, so they don't have a match, which we'll talk about. Then we had Usos versus the Hype Bros. The winners face Slater and Rhino for the tag title. Yeah, she probably will end up like Tamina, which is sad. Usos win after Ryder taps out. First of all, can we please get rid of that no talented goof that Ryder tags with?
Why do you hate what?
Mojo Rawley absolutely is horrible. I would rather watch Rhino in the ring.
Getting tired of all the haters on Mojo Rawley.
Mojo is horrible.
Awesome.
He is not.
He's good, man.
Who says he's good?
I do. I think he's not that bad. It's just he's so intense. People don't like him.
Rhino's a beast, all right. Hey, I would rather watch Rhino in a 60-minute Iron Man match than freaking your boy, Mojo Rawley.
I didn't say he's my boy, but
he can't. The only thing he does is shoulder tackles. Okay? That's it.
He's a football player.
No, I get it. But you've been at NXT that long, and that's all you can do? Yeah, he's a wasted draft pick. I would rather see Zack Ryder going against The Miz for the IC belt.
Which I'm surprised we haven't got to see. Yeah.
If Mojo was a bad guy, this might work. But it's just, let's get hype. Rob Gronkowski is not in the WWE. So he doesn't need to be trying to be Rob Gronkowski because that's his friend.
Well, you know what? Maybe he wants to be Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah,
okay?
Anyway.
Whatever happened to Ryder's Run? We don't know.
That's the $1 million question.
That is the question.
Then we had Slater and Rhino backstage. The Miz was backstage with Daniel Bryan. He said he wanted his contract renegotiated. And then we had the IC title match, Miz versus Ziggler. Miz win with skull-crushing finale after Maurice sprayed something into Ziggler's eyes. Listen, I can't believe I'm saying this. I've said it on our Facebook page. The Miz is actually getting good.
He is.
The only problem, I'll talk about SmackDown this week. I'll talk about it in a sec. Then we had Wyatt versus Orton. They announced Orton can't compete, so they start counting to 10. Bray wins by forfeit. And guess who shows up out of nowhere? Demon Kane in a no-holds-barred match. Orton comes out. Worst IC. I disagree. Worst IC champion ever. There's been worse. He has got a lot better since that promo against Daniel Bryan. I mean, he really has. So you watch him in the match. I don't love him, but he has got better. They announced Orton can't compete, but they get Wyatt and Kane. Orton comes out. Orton hit RKO and Wyatt. Kane wins with chokeslam. Why have Kane win? Bray loses another pay-per-view, another event. I mean, why? Bray Wyatt has lost more pay-per-views than anyone I can ever remember in the WWE. I mean, every month we do the same thing with Bray Wyatt. Have him be the face of fear for a couple shows on SmackDown Raw, then he loses at the pay-per-view. Can someone tell me why he keeps losing? To Kane.
No, there was no reason for him to lose. That's what really made me mad. Is that you want to push this guy, but you're not going to push him. It's like, make up your mind, WWE. Give him his pink slip, because it's horrible to watch a guy that actually has talent that people actually care about. He actually care. I mean, people care about Bray Wyatt. They like Bray Wyatt. So why is he keep getting pushed down? This isn't right. So, look, WWE, just give him his pink slip. Let him go to TNA. He will be a big star in TNA. I'd rather see him get success than just get crapped on by people like Kane, The Undertaker, and all these other people. I mean, Kane was not even supposed to be there, and you still let him win.
You know, I'm going to say Bray Wyatt is the most missed opportunity. I know I'm not saying it right. The most missed opportunity.
I kind of
not
agree
always, not always.
No,
they do it with AJ Styles. They're doing it with some, but Bray Wyatt is the most messed up character they have ever done.
Yeah,
I mean, you build him as the face of fear, and who fears him? No one, because you keep losing.
And then
nobody cares. Do you know the last pay-per-view he won? Hell in a Cell last year is the last pay-per-view he won.
I mean, at least let him win matches that aren't title matches. Why? Why are you doing that? He should have won that match.
Especially against Kane.
What is it going to do for Kane's career? Oh, we got to push Kane. No, you don't.
No, and I get that you want Randy Orton to screw him over, but have the match end in a no DQ. Have the match end differently. I mean, why have him lose another match? Yeah,
but I don't like.
Really? Yeah, Hell in a Cell last year was his last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I mean, last pay-per-view win.
But
Kane is a legend, but what does Kane need? Kane doesn't need this. I'm tired of seeing Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is supposed to be your new Undertaker.
Yeah.
That's what everybody says. He's your new Undertaker.
He's supposed to be the new guy that he's
right,
the dark
but
side
Undertaker,
guy.
He's your new Undertaker is what they always say, but he never wins.
No.
Undertaker didn't lose all these matches. You can't build. Do you know how much money they can make off of Bray Wyatt and they keep having him lose?
Yeah, I just.
Right, but he looks weak because they keep having him lose that pay-per-view.
They're making him do that. That's the thing that really makes me mad is that Bray Wyatt could be pushed. He could be the top heel in that company right now.
He should be the top heel. There's no reason he shouldn't be the top heel in this company.
He could be the top company or the top heel on SmackDown next to AJ Styles. He really could. That's why I don't get it, man.
They are wasting. We talked about it 2 years ago. Okay?
Yeah.
We talked about it on this 2 years ago now. I have been talking about this. I'm sick of talking about it because they keep doing it. He should have beat John Cena at WrestleMania. Okay? And won that rivalry with John Cena.
That was his...
Because if he would have won that rivalry, you could have built him into the next Undertaker.
That was his defining moment. As much as I hate to say it, that was his defining moment because he lost. If he would have never lost, we would have saw a better Bray Wyatt.
I agree with you, but I really see him get a pink slip.
No, I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm tired of him losing. I'm tired of seeing him because every pay-per-view we know what's going to happen. He's going to lose.
I don't like seeing a guy that has talent keep getting pushed down. You know? Name me one other person in that company right now that has great talent that's being pushed.
I disagree that WWE doesn't want to make new household names. Okay?
No,
let me go through the list. Seth Rollins, household name now. He came from WWE.
He did.
Okay. Roman Reigns, like him or not, household name. Dean Ambrose, household name. Kevin Owens, name one since John Cena. I just named 4.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what you say, these guys went to NXT or FCW and came up.
Well, yeah.
Nobody in the Shield is one man. No, I'm talking about all 3 of them. I'm just saying, all 3 of those came up through the... Listen, not just them, okay? Dolph Ziggler, he was the champion at some point. He was a household name.
Yeah.
These are household names. The only one that's in the company right now that did not go NXT is AJ Styles.
I mean, Finn Balor.
Bray Wyatt's a household name.
Finn Balor is a household name. He might be on injured list right now, but I'm sorry, they gave him the belt. He is going to be a household name. They want to push him.
You can't say they don't make household names.
They do.
They screw a lot up, though, with as far as Bray Wyatt and some of these other guys.
But what it is that you're not seeing, like what I think it is, it's not The Rock, it's not Stone Cold anymore. It's a different era. So those household names
Sheamus
are a
is
little different.
Actually, Sheamus is one. Why not? Sheamus came through he
came from...
He didn't go NXT because there was no NXT.
Well, no, but...
He came straight through. But he is a homegrown WWE guy.
If you want to be honest, CM Punk is a homegrown. And they made CM...
Well, yeah, he went through OVW.
Yeah. CM Punk...
Brock Lesnar.
If
you really want to say it. They make guys WWE. No, he did used to be Triple H's bodyguard. You're right. Oh, Bono's. Yeah, he did. But he was.
Yeah, he was.
He worked out with Triple H. That's how he got his start.
Yeah.
But he came through WWE. It's not like there's been a lot of free agents from TNA that have gone straight to WWE.
But I do feel like a lot of that's going to happen now. I mean, you got the Glorious one.
He will be.
You got Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode's different story, all right? Bobby Roode's one of the best in the world.
And you got A-Double. A-Double is technically, yeah.
Both you got 3, and Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Those are 4 guys. But besides that, it's pretty much homegrown WWE stuff.
Well, except for all the people like the indie.
Don't give me the indie circuit, all right?
Well, I mean, because I don't count Sami Zayn as a homegrown.
Sami Zayn.
I don't count him homegrown.
Well, I do, because that's where he's got his... Listen, professional, okay? TNA, WWE.
What do you mean?
Absolutely. Those are huge.
I applaud that. Yeah, I do. But, I mean, no, but, like, I'm talking people that made it before they were. I mean, because if you look at it.
Okay, you don't make it until you get WWE. Okay?
Yeah.
You can work wherever else. If you go to WWE and you make it, then you've made it.
Yeah.
Okay? It don't matter if you go TNA down the street.
So you don't think AJ Styles made it before he came to WWE?
That's different. AJ Styles was already made worldwide champion everywhere, TNA, Japan, wherever. Okay? Ring of Honor is not the same as WWE.
I know, but what you said, you got to go to WWE to make it, right?
I don't think EC3 does need to come back, and here's why. It's because I don't think they would use him right.
What, here?
Because you would have to change the EC3 character.
Yeah.
You couldn't call him Ethan Carter III anymore.
You could.
But you wouldn't.
I would not be surprised with WWE.
No, they wouldn't do it. They would send him in. They wouldn't use him right. That's the reason I don't think it would ever
You don't
come
think
back.
so?
No. But we'll see down the road.
Yeah. Well.
Getting back to the pay-per-view, he is. Then we had Usos and Slater versus Rhino. Slater and Rhino wins. SmackDown Live champs is Rhino and Slater. And Betha got a brand new double wide.
Hey, Betha needs that double wide, all right? I've met her. She's a very nice person.
Listen, I'm all right for 1 week of this, but all right, the Slater bandwagon has to stop.
No. Slater bandwagon go all year long, baby. All right? Come on, man. He's just one man. He's just one man. He's got 7 kids.
Well, he's got to be one man with Rhino.
Hashtag got kids. Hashtag got kids.
You getting a new shirt?
No, I want his free agent shirt, actually. I love that one.
Then we had Ambrose versus Styles. Styles wins with Styles Clash, and we got a new champ. It was a good match.
He's just going to end it like that. Come on.
What, go ahead.
No, it was an okay match. I mean, it was good. I felt it went on a little too long, but I like how they ended it because they have to do it that way because Styles cannot win clean. You can't let Styles win clean because then it makes Dean Ambrose look. To me, you take all the hype out of Dean then, and I don't want to see that because then that's what happened to Roman. That's what happened to a lot of the other guys, and I don't want to see Dean go down that path because Dean's good. The issue is that people aren't liking what Dean is doing right now because they're giving him Ziggler, they're giving other people him. I know because I've heard a lot of people now don't like Dean because they don't like his title run. They're not liking his title run. No,
that's true because his title run's been lackluster, and part of it is because who he's been against. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't ready, I think, to be the man on SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? AJ Styles, can do it. Dean Ambrose still has a lot to prove. I think it would have been better if AJ was champion before Dean was.
Do you think it would have been better if he stayed on Raw?
Who? Dean?
Dean.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it would have been better. I was always trying to. Why did they not put Roman Reigns on SmackDown? Okay? Because let him be the grand face with John Cena.
Yeah.
Put the two of them together. Let him try to get over there. Because Dean Ambrose, no offense to me, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins is better than Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Their matches are better. I would rather see the two of them together.
Yeah.
Plus, Raw, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, all these other great guys.
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose needs a lot of work. And by the way, a lot of stuff people don't like. The Stone Cold interview was horrible. All right? He was really awkward in that interview. He should. He should have.
He should have. He really should.
I mean, because he could have got over. I think he would have got over better with the SmackDown.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not as the main guy, though. I would not want to see Roman Reigns as the main guy.
Can you imagine if it was him and The Miz?
Oh, God.
Okay, the Ultimate Fate. That would have been a better rivalry than him and Rusev right now.
Yeah.
You mean
the rivalry that doesn't really exist,
right.
but it does?
But Roman Reigns could be built back up.
He could.
On SmackDown, I thought.
No, Roman Reigns could have been built back up with the Rusev rivalry if they did it right, but they decided not to do it right.
Well, because they kept giving it main event.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Raw real fast. Mick Foley's in the ring. Charlotte with Dana Brooke comes out. Sasha comes out. Bayley comes out. Foley books Bayley, Sasha, Dana. Sasha wins with the bank statement. Dana backstage with Charlotte. Charlotte's mad at her. They leave. Shining Stars with R-Truth. Goldust walks up. Kaz and Enzo walks up. They have a match, Enzo and Epico. Tom Phillips with Kevin Owens. Jericho walks up. I'm going to say this real fast about Jericho. I wasn't crazy about him being back with AJ Styles, but ever since he did a Jericho Bon Jovi thing, all right,
it's been
and
good,
the idiot thing has been great.
It's been good now.
Especially with Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Him and Owens are great together.
It's better now. I didn't like it at first, but...
No, but it's got better and better every week. So, then we have Bo Dallas versus a jobber. Bo Dallas rhymes. Bo wins. I'm good with skipping that. The highlight reel, Zayn comes out. Jericho hits a code breaker on Zayn. So you see Jericho and Zayn at Clash of Champions. Whoa. It'll be a good match. It's the best friends. By the way, Kevin Owens is the longest reigning Universal Champion. Again.
Yeah, shut up about that. God. Tired of hearing this.
And then we got Sheamus versus Cesaro part 20. Cesaro wins to make it 3-2.
Oh, by the way, great idea, WWE. Let's do one of the best of 7 at a house show.
Yeah.
That's awesome, WWE.
Nobody could see you, so hey. That's where all of them should have been. And then we have Fox versus Nia Jax. Jax drives Fox through the barricade. Match is stopped. Listen, I want to see Nia Jax against other people besides Alicia Fox. Speaking of the pink slips, can we give Alicia Fox one?
No.
With Alberta
Because she's
Del Rio?
so great on
She's
Total
a horrible
Divas.
actress. Horrible.
No.
Then New Day comes out. Gallows and Anderson comes out. Anderson Gallows versus Woods and Kofi. Anderson Gallows wins with Magic Killer. Why in the world do we have a tag team match between these 2 weeks before the event? It makes no sense.
What do you mean it makes no sense? We see this all the time.
Do a one-on-one match between them.
Yeah,
Don't do a tag match.
Yeah, but it's not going to be the ones that are in it because it's going to be Woods or it's going to be Kofi and Big E. So it's not the same.
They have screwed up the club. I'm just saying.
Well.
I don't think she'll.
I don't think she will. I don't think they'll use her right. That's my issue.
If I was them, I would have Bayley or Sasha win it. Then you put Nia Jax in the title picture for 1 month, maybe 2. Then you take her out, let her lose. You bring back in Charlotte or Bayley or Becky or Sasha or who. Then you had Jinder Mahal versus Swagger. Second time this week you see Swagger. Mahal wins. Anybody excited about Jinder Mahal?
Nope.
I'm not.
I know why they did it, too. They only did it for the post 9/11. That's the only reason they did that.
I don't know about that. Swagger backstage with Tom Phillips. Tom says his contract runs out soon. Swagger walks away. He walked right to SmackDown. Enzo and Kaz come out. Enzo versus Epico. Epico wins by Primo holding Enzo foot. No gender, a jobber. Yep. Owens versus Reigns. Rollins comes out. Owens by DQ. Foley comes out. Foley restarts the match. Rusev comes out. Owens wins with pop-up powerbomb. Rusev attacks Reigns after the match. Good.
Woo. Yay.
Well, I'd rather see Rusev and Reigns.
So excited.
Yeah, I know. Then we got SmackDown from Philly. Styles comes out, the man that runs the place. This was great. Cena comes out. Ambrose comes out. Ambrose called Cena a lazy part-timer. Shane comes out. He booked Cena versus Ambrose versus Styles for the title at No Mercy.
Well, you're forgetting. He asked AJ, you have something I want, and he gave him.
He gave it back to him.
He goes, no, you have something else.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, I'm so glad John Cena is back to fight AJ Styles.
Really?
Yeah. Because their matches are really good. Say what you want about John Cena, but when you put him in the ring with somebody, they have good matches. Or a good rivalry.
But I think they should have waited a few months. I don't want it to get stale too quick because we've seen it before where the John Cena matches get stale. Now, I'm not saying that he has bad matches, but remember like his rivalry with Orton? I mean, seeing him and Orton too many times Or him and Brock Lesnar too many times.
That's a good question. Now, why does John Cena get a title match?
Yeah, it makes no sense. Why? Well, just because he's back and he has to promote his new
American Grip.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which is a great show, by the way.
I know.
Hype Bros versus the Usos. Hey, I love the Usos as a heel.
Oh, okay? That's great.
A Samoan heel team is the best. I'm telling you. If you don't, go watch the WWE Network and watch the Samoan SWAT team and tell me you don't like them.
Or just go watch the Wild Samoans either. I mean, they were heels too.
The original ones.
Yeah.
Then we had Miz comes out, Ziggler comes out, Daniel Bryan comes out, Miz leaves the ring. Can we please stop? Can we please get Ziggler out of WWE?
Why do you hate him so much?
Because he's going to keep losing. They need to do something different. They need something different.
Yeah.
Not Usos. Ziggler is just
smoking Samoans.
I like that. That'd be a good tag team. But no, I don't hate. You keep losing with Ziggler, right?
Yeah.
At a point, give him the pink slip. Bring up a new talent because you're just wasting talent.
I agree with you. I really do. But I think Dolph Ziggler, again,
he can give you a match.
Talking about Bray Wyatt going to
Ziggler
TNA.
Is never a win.
Let Ziggler go to TNA.
Yeah.
I'm not getting like
he won't go to TNA.
Like he needs to go to Japan or something. He needs to go somewhere where he can actually be dominant, where he can actually be a champion.
I could see him in Ring of Honor.
I could. Yeah.
He will lose his smile. Yes, he will. That's great.
Shut up.
Corbin beats Cruz. Swagger comes out. Corbin leaves. Swagger is on SmackDown now. Hey, if Swagger gets a push, he's not bad. We'll see.
I think what needs to happen is
he needs IC title push against Miz.
I don't want to see that. Bring back the real Americans.
No. Becky Lynch comes out. Nikki versus Natalya versus Bliss versus Naomi versus Carmella. Alexa Bliss is now the number 1 contender for SmackDown Championship.
Really?
It's scary. Listen, the girl is not ready.
None of those girls are ready, man.
No.
I mean,
except the only one that's ready is Natalya, and you watch her in a match, it's so boring.
Like right. The Great Bernard.
That's true. Shane brings out Slater and Rhino. I love the new Slater. Yeah, she's not ready. She brings out Slater. I love the new Slater T-shirt, in case you didn't see it.
Got kids.
The Ascension comes out. 7 kids. Slater wins. Styles backstage with Brian. Brian gives James as his tag team partner. Yes, I was there. No, I'm just kidding. Did you see the jobber he got for tag team partner?
What?
Okay. Oh, you didn't watch SmackDown,
Nah.
did you? Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have cable.
Anyway, Orton comes out. Rowan comes out. Orton RKO's Rowan. I'm done. Like I said before, I'm done with the Bray Wyatt situation. So, ever who he fights, I don't care because he's going to lose. Styles comes out. Miz attacks the jobber James from behind. That should be his name, Jobber James. Styles and
Double
Miz
J
versus Cena and Ambrose. Cena pinned Miz. Ambrose hits Dirty D's on Cena.
Damn.
All right, here's my problem with SmackDown. Why have the Miz come out and attack the guy to get into the match and then get beat? Jobber James is a good one. Let's get it trending.
Please
but
don't.
The Miz loses in this match. Why not have this match in a no contest? Something. You didn't have to have The Miz lose. The Miz is on a roll the last 3 weeks, and you get him to lose after he beats up a jobber?
I mean, you had a point.
Have him win. Make him look more. That's what they would call me now. Great. Oh, crap.
Jobber James. Ladies and gentlemen, Jobber James.
I'm so good I got to name myself, man.
That's not a name I'd be proud of. But
it would work. Anyway, that is the review of Raw SmackDown. Let's talk about it real fast. TJ Perkins, we did actually, didn't we?
I mean, congrats, man. Congrats. I don't know what else to tell you.
It was good, though. Grand Metalik should be in WWE as well.
I hope he is. I think that'd be great. Ibushi, good, awesome. I love him. He's really good. But I didn't want to see him win only because we saw him on NXT. We saw him do other things. And he was the favorite to win. I like WWE actually went the unpredictable route. I didn't see TJ Perkins winning this at first. I didn't.
Mira, you both talked about it. I thought there's no way Cody Ibushi loses.
And first off, Daniel Bryan, this goes out to you. When someone does a springboard off of, or does a springboard jump, and then it goes into an armbar, you don't go springboard jump right into an armbar, Zack Sabre Jr. Like it was such a big deal. I mean, I don't get why this guy is. Why is he such a big deal to people?
Sabre? He's okay.
Like I don't get catch wrestling. I don't think catch wrestling is that great.
He's a technical guy, not horrible, but he's not. He's not there yet.
No, but it's the catch wrestling. Name me one other catch wrestler that was, that is today in WWE. Heck, name me one from 10 years ago. I'm just saying, I don't know anyone that just does catch wrestling. I don't remember it being that big of a deal. So I think when you match him up against the right people, it's pretty good. But I didn't like the match he had with Grand Metalik. I think Grand Metalik carried that match. I really do.
Right.
So
I agree.
But TJ Perkins, shout out to you, man. You had two great matches. Shout out to Cedric Alexander, too, for coming back and tagging against DIY. So I love their tag team, by the way.
I'm glad you do it yourself. That's great.
Kurt Hawkins. Why Kurt Hawkins?
Because he knocks the clock out and everything. All right, you ready?
Dirty to clean my act up.
I like how he had to set me up for that. You're like, you ready? Are you ready? You're ready? Like it was like a big deal.
So, what's this week's What If?
All right. Man, I have been waiting on this. So, this goes to CM Punk. This is a CM Punk What If.
You mean the guy that got beat up?
Yes.
All right.
So, as everyone knows, CM Punk is 37 years old. Let's change back the time, rewind the clock. Let's go back to Money in the Bank, 2011, I think it was, when he threatened to walk out, remember? What if CM Punk won the championship, walked out, gave the belt back, all that stuff, and went to UFC at that time? Went to UFC at that time, had a few matches, all that. Would he be back today in WWE? If he would have walked out at that time, become a UFC superstar and came back, do you think he'd be back today?
What if James joined the Job Squad and called Jobber James?
He doesn't even need to join the Job Squad.
That's great. I like that one. All right. If he walked out back then and went UFC, he would have got killed because he wasn't ready yet. No, not like he's that ready now, but at least he's had the training by the Gracies. He's being trained by one of the Gracies, the one that married Eva Torres. Okay? So he's getting training. Back then, I don't think he would have trained the way he did now.
Yeah. But do
I think he would have been back to WWE? No. But here's why. CM Punk does not catch me as a guy that leaves something, quits, and then comes back.
Yeah.
Okay? He doesn't, to me, I've read about him, I've watched his bio, his special and everything. Mm-hmm. He does not seem like, and this is my opinion, I might be wrong.
There was a draft. Would the show still be the same?
No, it would be worse. It's actually better than it would have been, I think.
Yeah.
But CM Punk would have not come back, I think.
No?
Because I don't think he would come back. Because when he sets his mind to do something, he does it, and he doesn't look back. He always has, if you listen to most of what he's done.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but now supposedly him and Colt Cabana aren't friends anymore. Good. Because Colt says something and CM Punk thought it might have something to do with his lawsuit against WWE. That's
what you get, Colt Cabana, for being a big mouth, okay?
Well, we don't know. I mean, I ain't going to pass judgment on the two of them. I just know, I don't think CM Punk will come back, though.
No?
No.
I don't know. I mean, he might come back now, I feel. He might.
He just got his bit. I don't think he'll come back.
Watch
know. Steven's punishment. We'll do it next week.
Yay! I get off the...
we got a game show next week anyway.
Oh,
so
man.
We'll do it next week. Hopefully, real Scott Ely will be here. But he's going to have to do a entrance next week on the show.
And please don't tell me are the questions going to be on Clash of Champions? Because I really don't know Clash of Champions.
You better study up. It's on Clash of Champions.
All right, I guess that'll be what I'll be watching all week.
And next week's top 5 is top 5 $1 million man moments of all time. Moments of $1 million man. That's what I was going to say.
We're doing million... Huh? Why all of a sudden $1 million man moment?
There's a nice article on WWE, Ted DiBiase shared. Actually, it is ESPN. It's an ESPN article from $1 Million Man to Preacher Man. He's a preacher now.
Yeah, he's been a preacher for...
No, I know he's been one for a while, but ESPN did an article on it.
Oh,
Steven will lose. That's bad enough. That's very true. And I promise it will be better than the last time we did My Games. I'll be prepared.
It was awesome
it was horrible.
It was great. I added more to the match now, too. I think so you have the swinging light, you got the fire.
Oh, God.
And then...
we got to end the show. We got to end the show. This day in wrestling history, 24 years ago, WWF and Japanese promotion WAR held a co-promoted event.
What?
21 years ago today, WCW fired Stone Cold Steve Austin. 21 years ago.
Big mistake, WCW.
Yeah.
Or should I say TNA? Oh, question.
20 years ago today, WCW presented Fall Brawl War Games.
Wow.
In Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Yep. Good old Dusty Rhodes made War Games.
19 years ago today, Kurt Hennings from Charlotte, North Carolina beat Steve McMichael to win the WCW U.S. Championship. We haven't done a top 5 U.S. champion as well. We could do some of these other ones.
Yeah, we have. I thought we have.
Oh, we did. Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah. Let's see. Lita returned, 13 years ago from a broken neck and saves Trish.
From a freaking broken neck. All right.
No, we ain't reading that. 7 years ago, Jim Cornette and B.G. James were released from TNA. I know.
Took you 7 years ago. Whew. And then Ring of Honor came around.
Today would have been the 62nd birthday of adorable Adrian Adonis. who passed
Really?
away. Yeah, if you remember him, he wrestled Roddy Piper WrestleMania 3.
Mr. Candlelight said top 5 Jack Swagger moments.
Is there 5 moments? of Jack
We
Swagger?
the people. That's it.
You know what? Is the end of the show.
Is it?
Yeah, and you know what? It has been glorious. I just have to say that one more time. It has been a glorious show. You will hear this music a lot next week on the show because I will be hosting Mind Games, and it will be victorious. Promise. You got anything to add?
Just call him up, please. Just call this man up to Raw or SmackDown. I don't care
I can't
anymore.
wait because it will be glorious.
You know
when
what?
they do.
Question though.
What?
Where does he go? Raw or SmackDown? Do you put him on Raw, or could you see him going to SmackDown?
I put them on SmackDown because they need some help.
They need some help?
They need some help.
But would you think they would bury him on SmackDown?
No, no.
But
I
I'd
don't
be,
think so.
I mean,
Could you imagine
him and AJ?
him as a face going against The Miz, taking the IC belt, winning that, getting rid of the IC belt, going to the World Championship?
No, because I love this arrogance with the glorious thing. He's got to be a heel.
No,
He's
he does.
got to be a heel.
He does. I'd rather see him on SmackDown
Yeah.
because SmackDown needs it. Raw doesn't need it as much. I think.
they've got an all-star roster.
That you go to SmackDown, there's a lot. Me and Jeffrey were talking about trying to figure out next opponents for AJ or whoever.
Yeah.
He will. Either way, he'll be glorious. Exactly right.
Yeah.
All right. You got anything else?
Nah, man.
All right. Everybody have a great week in wrestling. Thank y'all for sticking around. See y'all next week on the show. Have a good week in wrestling.